Probably one of the funnest things for me to look back on my fighting career has been the world travel. Love going to new places, seeing the cultures, how they live. One of the things that I will treasure with the UFC is my passport, because it's been stamped all across the world.
It's been called the land God made with anger, scorching heat, deadly waterways. Yet its beauty is sometimes so big we become speechless. But beauty is only in the eye of the beholder.
A lot of people have a preconceived idea of what it is to hunt Africa, what coming to the dark continent is all about. Because once you do the transition over into the big game, that could mean life or death.
I love it. The dangerous side of hunting and this and that.
I prefer not to shoot except if I feel that we might be in danger.
I've always said it's not really the animal I go after, but it's the experience. I'm kind of excited.
Shoot him right in the chest.
This is Namibia, and you're watching The Takedown with Matt Hughes.
Brought to you by Browning, the best there is. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Zeiss, we make it visible. Arctic Cat, share our passion. Otis Technology, smart gun care. Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. The Wildlife Gallery Custom Taxidermy Studio.
Cold Steel, anytime, anywhere. And by Hell's Canyon. See you there.
On this specific hunt, I'm hunting with my old buddy Matt Hughes. This will be the second hunt we're doing together.
Buddies of mine have started their own group called Chambungu Kapako. CKS is what I call it. CKS Safaris, Chambungu Kapako Safaris. Something like that. I don't know why they picked that name. I mean, seriously. It might be easy in this continent, but man, you can't go over you can't cross the Atlantic Ocean and try to expect some American to say that.
Speaking the local dialect is the least of the team's worry. They've made the 7,000-mile journey for more than just the African scenery.
Matt's here this time is his introduction into the big five, the dangerous game hunting, with hopefully a buffalo and then the hippopotamus.
Even the crew will face adversity.
Grabbed it with my bicep and it just tore the flesh off me. Another day in the life of a cameraman.
Well, with it being an hour's drive to the ranch, pull into what's a pretty local or pretty normal shop, and it's just to get some supplies and get us a couple of drinks and fill up the truck.
Can we go in there?
Oh yeah, it's a shop.
It's a shop. Do they take American? Oh, take Visa.
Yeah, I've got cash here.
So I walk in the building and I don't know where I'm going, and I just start walking around, walking in another room, and there Ace is on the other side of the cage. You want a pineapple?
I want a bottle.
And I was like kind of the pit boss. You want this?
Yes, please.
Sable? Trade for a sable?
How about a
warthog? So I kind of wandered out and got out, and I talked to the owner, and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry for being in the wrong place." He goes, "Go ahead, go anywhere you want." It's like when you come over to this country, you kind of step back in time a little bit.
Obviously, we're not as westernized as we think we are.
Third time here to Africa, second time to Namibia, and I love the spot and stock they have here in Africa.
So we'll be driving around on the vehicle looking for herds of animals. We'll have a stop, if we can, try to have a look from the vehicle. Sometimes you don't really see all the animals that clearly, so you're going to be walking, getting off the truck, walking and stalking closer to the herds.
I'd much rather walk around, look for game, and try and get close enough to get a shot than, sit in a blind waiting to ambush an animal that's walking by us.
Okay, Matt, this is just a basic plains game permit, and we've got allocated on this, we've got 2 eland, 2 giraffe, 2 grey duiker, 2 impalas, 2 kudu, 2 oryx, 2 ostriches, 2 red-eyed tabeers, 1 sable, 2 springbuck, 2 steinbuck, 2 warthog, 2 waterbuck, 2 blue wildebeest, 2 Birchall zebra, 2 mountain zebra, 2 blesbok, 2 black wildebeest, 2 jackal, 2 baboon, and a caracal.
You've said some names that really, you put a smile on my face.
Okay.
We'll go back and review the footage, and as soon as you said that one name,
Your face lit.
it sure did. It sure did.
There we go. Okay, so we're gonna keep this with us. Make sure everything is above board, and we've got a lot of animals we can.
While we're driving around, can I go through that list again?
You're more than welcome to. There you go.
You can walk through these woods, and if you go slowly and are observant, you see things and find things that are unbelievable. Other people are visiting a place that's exciting or dangerous or mysterious or cold or hot or wet or dry. I don't care. That's just where I'm supposed to be.
This segment is presented by Cold Steel. The Namibian sun beats down on the arid terrain. Matt and Ace prepare for the day ahead.
Okay, you're all set.
I've got the guns.
There we go.
I'm settled in, set to go.
What did you bring with?
They're both medallions. This is 300 Win Mag Browning medallion, and the other is a 375. For the 300, the Hornady GMX, copper fan, 165 grain bullet, and then I've got both solids and expanding for the 375.
Okay, so once we get up to the Caprivi, when we do the dangerous game for the buffalo, we'll put a soft in first and then follow that up with 2 solids. And with the Hippo, depending on whether we find it on land or in water, we'll decide which caliber we're going to use and what kind of bullet as well.
Matt's rifle and ammunition are of no coincidence. The Browning X-Bolt 300 Win gives the hunter an overwhelming advantage with reliability and accuracy. Ideal for plains game. While Matt's Browning 375 with Hornady's expanding copper should be plenty of stopping force for any dangerous game they may encounter. All topped with superior Zeiss optics.
We're currently located in central Namibia, northeast of Windhoek. This is our main plains game area.
You've got to cover all that ground. So a lot of this is when you're sitting on a truck.
We know very well this time from 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the animals starting to come to the water. And if we're driving alone, we have to stop a car and to walk with the feet to the water wall. And the animal cannot hear the car. You set the car off, then you walk with your feet. Then you look which animal you want to shoot. If a good bull or it's not.
While Simon drives the truck below, Matt and Ace will spot for game from above.
And Ace always does, he puts his hand down where Simon can hear it, and he does. When I hear that snapping, I'm getting a little excited.
They're running like crazy to get us.
So we can go with the car.
You know, this stalk, I thought we had pretty decent crossing wind, unless there was maybe a swirl or something, but I thought our wind was in good shape. I don't know. But animals have one purpose out here, and that's just stay alive. So, I mean, they've got a good sense of smell, sight. Sometimes they just think something's not right.
Sometimes we just get off the truck on a certain point and just walk into the wind and look what we run into. Nog zo'n beetje terug.
Kind of exciting. We had an animal that was right there in front of us. He knew we were there, and I think he felt that was his territory, and we were trespassing. And everybody says hunting over here is easy. It's not easy. And if you look at me, I've got a cameraman and a field producer behind me. So I've got 4 people. That's twice the moving around we've got, twice the noise we're gonna make.
You see, I hear something. It's a black canoe. He said, but the zebras ran away. But the black canoe is still here. I think they will shoot it.
This guy, he's not moving. He's standing his ground. He's grunting at us. And I'm just waiting for Ace to put the sticks up.
But it's a good bull, eh? It's a big black wildebeest bull. I think we can take this bull.
How far away is he?
I ranged him at 137 yards. Okay, where's the O? I'll just put the sticks up next to the brush. The only thing we need to do is get into a position where we can have a clear shot at him and which is in close enough range as well. If Matt makes a bad shot here, he'll probably never see this animal. Oh, great shot.
Did you hear the shot? It's like a good shot. Second shot.
Good job, good shooting, Matt. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey.
It's down. I can see it. It's down.
When Ace puts the sticks up, I put my gun on, and now I try to figure out what's my perfect placement. I never even look at the head. I just make sure I'm on the same animal that Ace wants him to be on. That's very important, because if you got 5 or 6 animals out there and Ace puts the sticks up, I've got to know exactly which one he wants me to shoot. And as soon as that happens, I'm looking at my kill spot. Let me get this safe. He's down. He's right there.
He's down.
Good one?
It looked like a dandy. Let's go have a look. Yeah, there. Great, great, great. Old guy. Good tips on him.
So the first shot was who's facing us, and I don't know, is that a titch high maybe?
I think that's okay because you're still clipping the top of the lungs there.
I'd much rather take a broadside shot, but that frontal shot is a deadly shot. A lot of times I wouldn't want that shot, but when I get up on the sticks and I'm looking through my scope, my scope reticle's not moving very much at all. When I get on that sticks and I look and I feel confident, I take the shot.
The Hornady ELDX, the first all-range hunting bullet, featuring the revolutionary heat shield tip that resists aerodynamic heating. With Doppler radar verified best-in-class BCs, the ELDX delivers flat trajectories, match accuracy, and unparalleled lethality in all practical ranges. Never compromise at any distance. The ELDX from Hornady.
At the Wildlife Gallery, we understand the level of passion and commitment it takes to harvest that sought-after trophy. and we pour that same passion into each mount we create. No matter where your hunting adventures take you, you can trust the Wildlife Gallery to preserve your hard-earned trophies. This is the Wildlife Gallery, and these are your memories.
It's been a long, hot day on safari in central Namibia, and the team finds themselves escaping the heat to talk local politics.
Tell me, you know, hunting is accepted places and it's frowned upon in other places. Tell me your point of view on that.
I think it's very important for us to keep hunting, and if you look at countries like Kenya, I believe Kenya closed down hunting in 1963. The only game they've got left in Kenya is the game in the national parks, and that's because they stopped hunting. The animals outside of the national parks doesn't have any value. Well, the guys pay to go into the national parks and they look at the animals. For example, Namibia, they strongly believe in conservation through utilization. So now the guys, especially up in the north, in the free range areas like the Caprivi, Kahuku land, Damara land, they've got no reason to go out and to go poach animals.
In the 10-year period from 2005 to 2014, the Ministry of Environment and Tourism has reported that 8 white rhinos and 95 black rhinos have been poached. In 2015, the numbers soared to 80 rhinos poached, most believed to have occurred inside national parks.
The majority of the world sees poaching as guys shooting rhinos for rhino horn and elephants for ivory, where in reality the biggest poaching problem is people shooting animals or snaring animals for meat, for protein. You know, the hunters come in, they put up camps, they employ people from the local area. The hunting outfitters are employing chefs and trackers and skinners, and looking at employment that the hunting industry creates in Namibia. It's very, very important, especially in a country like Namibia, where I believe the statistic is 56% unemployment. It creates a lot of jobs for a lot of different families.
If not for ACE and other outfitters alike, thousands of native Namibians would be unemployed and more illegal poaching could ensue.
You know, I like the system they have here. I'm hunting this animal. The only thing I get is the hide and the horns, and they keep everything else. Kidneys, the liver, the stomach, the heart, all that is for the workers to take without asking. That's theirs. And then they get rations of meat. Every week they get a ration of meat.
We're heading to the other side of the ranch where we have basically where we give out rations to our workers. A lot of people don't notice. I think we just hunt the animals and the meat gets to waste, but none of the meat goes to waste of the animals that we've hunted yet.
Matt has been invited to observe the weekly practice.
So a worker for you gets a ration of this every month?
Every week we give them.
Every week?
Yeah, whatever they need, yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
So they're going to come in here, and
Yeah.
you're actually going to hand it to them.
Yeah.
Big history lover, and this is kind of set back in time for me. It's kind of an old, like an old general store from Tombstone or something. Walkers walk in here, they get what they need off the shelves. He writes it down just so he knows what to fill back the shelves with. It's just a good deal. You know, they're 2 hours from a major city, so he keeps all the stuff here. That way they can just come in here. These workers don't have a car, so there's no way they can travel the 2 hours. So they come in here, get what they need. They take care of the workers, and kind of everybody's happy. Watching them come in, get their food, just brought the human race up a little bit. And to see those people come in and everybody trusting everybody, taking whatever they wanted, lifted my heart a little bit. This will stay cool for a long time, frozen for a long time. They all have refrigerators or freezers, or how are they going to use this?
Matt, back in the day, all the meat was dried, so they had to use all that meat as quickly as possible, so they couldn't store some of it. So what we did now is we ration the meat, make little packets, and then we froze it for them. And as they need it, every day we give them fresh meat. So, and now we're fortunate to pack the meat in the area, and we can drive back to the camp, and it'll stay frozen. Yeah.
JD, I'm wanting to make a statement where I really gained a lot of appreciation for society, the world, because I saw people doing the right thing. They could have grabbed anything they want. I don't think I've watched anybody, what I think, would abuse the system. When I come from a country where everybody's wanting free handouts and would take just to take, these people weren't doing it.
Where can you find 6 good workers? In a new 6-seat HDX Crew side-by-side from Arctic Cat. With 1,000 pounds of carrying capacity, the most passenger legroom in its class, and the industry's largest cargo box volume, it's how people who go out and work, go out and work. See your dealer to add an HDX to your crew today. Arctic Cat. Share our passion.
The Takedown is sponsored by
Browning, Hornady, Zeiss, Arctic Cat, Otis Technology, Yeti Coolers,
the Wildlife Gallery, Cold Steel, Hell's Canyon, and these fine sponsors.
I would say the main difference between hunting plains game and dangerous game is the areas and the locations which you find yourself in. I would say your dangerous game areas are a lot more scenic. For the obvious, you get to see big herds of buffalo, elephant, hippo, and yeah, sometimes even rhinos and all of that. So. As we're driving sort of around the back of an area where I know there's usually game that hangs out there. We decide that our tactic for today is going to be to do it the way the old hunters did it. Just get on our feet and just track into the wind. There's a lot of game in the area. Sooner or later, we're bound to walk into something.
When Ace told me about the technique of going in to the wind, if you can get upwind of them, so if you can ambush them as they're walking into the wind, you got a lot better chances.
Oh, finally, here's a group of impala. Right behind it, I can see a couple of gemsbuck, and off to the left, yeah, there's a herd of blue wildebeest. If I can work this to the point where we can get within a shootable distance.
You know, with my lifestyle, my history, I'm used to pressure, and maybe even I act a little bit. I'm a little better under pressure.
If I can work this to the point where we can get within a shootable distance, we might have a good opportunity here to harvest a blue wildebeest.
There was a bunch of wildebeest out there, and I really didn't compare this guy to anything else. But I know Ace only shoots trophies.
There he is on the left, in front of the tree.
All the way to the left.
The distance is 183. 183. It's the one way on the left in front of the tree facing us.
Face.
On.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, take it. Got it. Reload. There we go.
He's down.
He's done. Well done, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Good shooting. I think that first shot was enough. The second one's just an insurance shot. There we go. Well done, buddy. There we go. He's down. We're happy. Another great trophy on the ground. Very nice bosses on him, eh?
Looks old.
Yeah, it's old. You can see the bosses are all hard and cracked up.
I love it. Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Great shooting.
I love him.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful blue wildebeest.